I went through some very dark times. Lost my mother to cancer at a very young age. She was very young. I mean, I was only in my 30s, but when my mom passed, I was very angry. I mean, beyond angry at the Lord. I wasn't walking with the Lord at that time. I was going to church. I was still clinging to tradition and everything I felt I was obligated to because I was fourth generation. I was very involved in the church. I felt like I was doing what I was supposed to do, but there's some things that just aren't right and we're not growing.
You know, I knew it was what God was leading us to do, is to move to something different.
First time I finally said, okay, I'm coming. And we came, and it was like nothing I've ever experienced. And I grew up in church, but I had never felt what I felt inside those doors. In which now I've come to know later in my walk that it was the Holy Spirit that I'd been missing all those years.
So we've been attending Journey for a few years. We became members, and then he got baptized. And it was one of those biblical doves coming down from heaven, landing on him experiences. He came up a changed man. And that's when it started. That was what changed everything.
Just feeling everything being washed clean. I almost can't even describe it. I truly, for the first time in my life, felt like the Holy Spirit was within me and that that Christ was with me and I was on a path. The baptism made me realize that, you know, it's time to go all in. And really, I guess, put my money where my mouth is. So we started, and it wasn't a large amount, obviously, at first, but as time went on, we could give a little more. Our second year at Journey, second or third year at Journey, I told her, I said, you know, I feel like God's calling us to do more. And she's like, what is more? I said, double. It still doesn't work out on paper, but I feel like that's what we need to do.
The small gift that we give, it may be bigger than others. It may be a lot smaller than others. It doesn't really matter. It's just that it's being used collectively. Whether we're there or not, it doesn't matter. I want to say I was part of starting a permanent location for the DeLand campus.
It's God's money. He's blessed us with it. Because until you just let it all go and rely on God, you don't recognize how much He provides. I pray daily that He will help me to be a good steward of what He has blessed us with.